this is just a quick video. I'm going to go through like a series where I go through the cards that I have in my own collection, mainly because I tend to find myself more and more, probably more so than what I ever used to, looking for reviews and further images of decks before I buy them. That's not saying that I don't sometimes see one and I'm just like, that's mine, I just want it now, because I do still do that. But I think I have quite a big collection now, and I definitely haven't connected with all of my decks the way that I thought I would do. So I thought, just to help you guys out, I would go ahead and just do some really quick videos. I'm not going to go really in depth into the cards, it's just to show you the artwork and what you can expect on the different oracle cards, and I will let you know if they're ones that I also sell on the shop or if they're also ones that I'm going to put on the shop. Like I said, the ones that I haven't really connected with, I think I'm at the point now where I'm probably just going to cleanse them and I will put them on the store to be bought, along with a couple of crystals, like a little crystal confetti, just because there's no point me keeping hold of them, because it's not that I don't love them, it's just that I haven't connected with them at all. So I think I probably got 2 or 3 decks out of my collection where I'm going to end up doing that. But regardless, what I'll probably do is link the different ones below in the description, but I'll also have them on my Amazon, so they should all be under like £25. The majority of them, I think maybe only like 1 or 2 are above that now, but just so you can see them too, so just gives you an idea of whether it's something that you would actually like yourself. The one thing that I would say though is the deck that I'm going to look at today is the Language of Flowers Oracle by Cheralyn Darcey. This is like a block print kind of style. That's really annoying, like why have I done that? Yeah, it's a block print kind of style, and honestly I don't remember buying these. I don't think they were a gift. The only thing that I can think of is that I'm a herbalist, and florography is something that really interests me, and florography, I literally can't even say it. I'm just gonna, if I remember to edit this, I'll just have the description like somewhere up here, but I was really into that, so I had loads of books on it, and I think maybe during that kind of time this might have come up, so I would have got it. So I've had this deck for a really long time. I don't actually know when it came out. I say really long time, it might have been like 2 or 3 years, but yeah, it's kind of, I mean, how would I explain this? I would say that the theme with this is very much a holistic healing kind of theme to it. So if you are into spirituality and meditation, shadow work, it is referenced in the guidebook. I wouldn't say the guidebook is comprehensive in terms of meaning to the cards, but I will show you the guidebook in a moment. I would say personally that this deck is very beginner friendly. If you're just coming into cards, if you're just coming into oracle cards, or if you're looking for a really light, I would call them fluffy readings. They're probably the nicest card deck that I have. These do not cut you, these just give you a hug all the time, so they're just really nice. What I will do though first, obviously you've kind of seen the box and I was playing with it just a second ago. It's a nice size box, it's just a nice box, it fits the theme. This purple almost like glows, absolutely love that. And then it just shows you a couple of the prints at the back. So there's 44 cards in this deck, and each card features a botanical as well as a sacred place. So in the guidebook, let's have a look at consciousness. So this is card number 10, and it's the Rafflesia. So you've got a picture of the card, which I find really helpful because not all of them do that. And honestly, sometimes I'm doing I tend to do readings every night when I go to bed, and I am terrible with lighting, so I have to have it on a certain lighting at certain times of day, and so I'll have it like red lights in the evening and it will be quite dark, and I need the pictures, honestly, and my memory's awful, so I always have to refer back to the books because that's just what I'm like. And I switch my decks up quite a bit. I probably have like 4 working decks at a time, so I definitely do get confused, and a lot of them are not like this deck. They're a lot more in depth, there's multiple layered meanings to each card, so I need it. This is something that I need. But yeah, so you have the general meaning and then the challenges associated with that. So this one's obviously consciousness. So it just goes through, you know, where improvements might be needed. Improvement in health and physical issues is indicated with this. Challenges, so losing a spiritual connection or higher understanding. So yeah, you see what I mean here. They're really good write-ups, but they're a little bit more basic than probably what I'm used to. I like this though. This is something that I really appreciate this. It gives you a botanical profile of the plant, so that's the Rafflesia in this case, gardening tips and the skill level. I am a keen gardener, so yeah, I mean a lot of the plants in this I don't think I could grow in southern England because the weather's just like, you just never know what's going to happen on a day-to-day basis. But then it also tells you about the place as well, which I think is really handy. I mean, my geography is pretty awful, and I'm going to be honest with you, and you're going to see it now in a moment. Like, I don't recognize a lot of the places in here, but you can definitely learn a lot. I would just, for me personally, I then have to go and Google it so I can see what it actually looks like. It's just the art style, it's just the block print, you know, like you can get X amount of detail in, but just like maybe just not what I need to actually remember. So yeah, before I start flicking through the cards though, this is the size of them. They're quite big, which works for me because I have quite long fingers and I often wear some form of nails. These are excessively long, but that's fine. It's not like I'm doing much this week, but yeah. So yeah, love the size. The back's quite cute. It's got a nice colour to it, and obviously it's that block print art style that I said about. And they're not matte. They are that shiny, whatever you call it. What's good about these though is I find with some of my cards, they're like shiny and they stick. These never stick. They shuffle really nicely and they're great to hold. If you have small hands, I don't know, this is like a medium-sized deck for me. I feel like even if you have small hands, like, you're gonna be fine. You don't need to worry. So what I'll do is I'm not gonna go through like the meanings of the cards, but I'll just kind of pop them here. I'm just gonna flick through, just make sure they're right in place. I'll just kind of flick through them so you can get an idea of what they look like. What you'll find as well if you do purchase this deck is that they also focus a little bit on the doctrine of signatures when it comes to the botanical, which is quite nice. I like that it's mentioned. So, you know, as I said, because I'm a herbalist, when I look at this, it's nice to actually see the correlation between the plant and the meaning of the deck. I love this card. Just quickly to put this in, it's got Stonehenge in the background. I actually have Preseli Bluestone here, if you can see that. Stonehenge is like really close to me, and I'm pretty sure the pyramidal orchids, they only grow near Stonehenge. But yeah, beautiful card. And then that crystal that I just pointed out, it's from West Wales. So I don't actually know the whole story. I really should have Googled it before I did this video. But basically they were all moved. I think they were all moved, or like a large quantity of them were moved. And that's what the smaller stones on Stonehenge are made out of. So yeah, I just honestly, because Stonehenge is so close, I was really surprised that I never see Preseli Bluestone in the shops around here, like ever. And I saw it the other day in Burley and I was like, you are mine. Also, I love this card. I love this card so much. I can't tell you how much I love the colour palette on these cards. Maybe not so much, I don't know, I'm not really a red person. It's like, it's nice and warm though. And I love red carnation for love. That's just beautiful. But yeah, I think the colour palette's really nice. I just personally find that visually the art style is a bit chaotic for me personally. Although I can appreciate that if you like block print, then this, you know, this deck would be stunning to you. As I said, I do use it a lot. I just visually, I don't find it the most appealing, but I do love using this deck just because there's an air of simplicity to it. And I don't know, I feel like I've connected with it in spite of myself, if that makes sense. Beautiful. I love cornflowers as well. Wild rose. Like, I've never heard of this plant before, but there's so much good information about it in the actual guidebook. So, yeah. We're nearly at the end now. What I will do, oh my goodness, there's a beautiful one of these in the RHS. Like, it's not that near to me, it's about an hour away. It's absolutely stunning. It's Wisley. If you're anywhere near RHS Wisley, definitely get down there and see the jade vine. It's gorgeous. That lavender as well, stunning. Wild sunflower, Bevelia, and Purity, the Antarctic pearlwort. It's stunning. So yeah, that's this deck in short. I really wanted to keep this super quick, just so you can kind of get an idea of, you know, of what it looks like and what to expect when you purchase it. Yeah, so I think overall, if you're looking for something that is beginner friendly, light readings, and it's just kind of going to be nice to you if you're asking it questions, then this is perfect. And as I said earlier, the guidebook is definitely holistic, spiritual, a lot herbal based in places as well, like as I referenced the Doctrine of Signatures. But yeah, overall, definitely a deck I would recommend really for anyone. It just depends on whether this kind of sings to you. But like I said, it didn't sing to me and I still love it. Can't fault it. Beautiful quality. And honestly, I do think it's under £15, but again, I will link it. But yeah, thanks for joining me today, and I will be back soon to show you another one of my decks. Bye guys.